No, not Capricorn, Aquarius. Welcome to your May 2018 relationship reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to welcome you to my channel, whether this is your first time here or whether you are a return viewer or subscriber. Thank you, and I hope the message of this reading resonates for you. And if it doesn't, you might want to check out your rising sign, your moon sign, maybe even your Venus sign, because sometimes those planets are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys? And if it does resonate, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your other Aquarius buddies. Okay, guys? So this is a relationship reading, which means it's between you and another person, a specific person, okay? This is not for a love that's coming in. This is someone you already know, someone you're already in a relationship with, or someone you used to be in a relationship with, and you want to see where the energies are between the two of you, okay? Now, the first card represents the current energy between you two, what's going on in this situation, and we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So for some of you, this can indicate this is a breakup, this is a divorce, okay? So you may be thinking about someone who you were with before and you're no longer with. Some of you are going through a breakup or a separation right now. But for others of you, this 10 of Pentacles just means that it's almost like you're having it all. You have it all. You have stability. You have financial stability, wealth. The kids are good. Everything is good, but you're not happy. Or there's something blocking your happiness, okay? It's like you keep missing each other, okay? Or something is getting in the way. Something is undermining your relationship, okay? For some of you, this may be just you guys questioning if you guys can make it for the long haul, okay? Are you compatible long term, okay? That may be a question on the table. Let me go ahead and pull a clarifier for this position. And we get Temperance, okay? So Temperance is about finding balance. It's about two people coming together to create some type of harmony, opposites, figuring out how to make things work. So for those of you who are not trying to break up, you're trying to find some balance here. For some of you, that may have been the issue. There was a lack of balance in the relationship or a lack of understanding between the two of you, which is why things didn't work. But for others of you, you may have broken up, but for whatever reason, you have to still deal with each other. So you are finding the balance to still continue to deal with each other. All right? What they're thinking. This is their thoughts. So this is their energy, and this is your energy, okay? They got the 7 of Swords. So they're being very calculating, cunning, possibly even underhanded and sneaky. Okay, Aquarius? So if this is a divorce, if this is a separation, just be careful because this person isn't being 100% honest. Okay, they're being very deceptive, dishonest. Their intentions are not that great. Okay, this can also indicate they may be thinking about someone else. Okay, the 7 of Swords can indicate infidelity and cheating, so they may just have somebody else on their mind. We go ahead and clarify that. We get the 3 of Wands, okay? So we know threes can indicate that there is a third person in your situation, or there's another person that has some type of influence over this other person in your relationship. This can indicate if your partner or your spouse or your lover, if there's someone who travels a lot, okay, they may take advantage of those opportunities to cheat if that's what's going on. Okay, or they're planning to leave you, okay? If you are in a relationship where you guys are going through issues, this person may be planning, it's one of two things. It's either this person is planning to leave or they're sitting back and they're waiting to see what you're going to do. Okay, but I feel some type of dishonesty coming from this position, so it's like they're just going to sit back and wait and see what you've got going on. All right, Aquarius? Now, what they feel, and this is interesting, because what they feel is the Star card. So for some of them, for some of you, this indicates that this person, either feels or felt like you were the one for them, or they felt like there was a possibility that things between you guys could work. Okay, because the Star card is about soulmates. The Star card is about, someone who thinks you are like their dream partner. Um, but this also can indicate someone who thinks that you're too good for them. And sometimes, you know, especially people who are self-sabotagers, if they have issues with insecurity and they feel like you're too good for them, they will go out and cheat in order to kind of like make themselves feel better, right? It's just a weird thing that humans do. I don't know why, but a lot of people do it. It happens. It's nothing that's a surprise. But for whatever, no matter what's going on, Aquarius, it seems like this person really looks at you admirably. Let me go ahead and check out what's going on here. Let's clarify that. We get the Fool in reverse, okay? So their emotions are not stable. That's what's going on here. It's not that they don't care about you or they don't love you. For some, they're just having issues with instability. The Fool in reverse, because this is in their emotions, for some, it can indicate someone who has emotional issues. They're unpredictable, okay? They're reckless, they're unstable. They may have even been disappointed by something, okay? But their emotions fluctuate. And so, therefore, that's what causes them to not be reliable, right? That's what's blocking, basically. That I feel like that's part of what's getting in the way of you guys being happy. Maybe they need some counseling, because here it's almost like you know, the reason why I say that, not every Fool deck looks the same, but look at this look at the expression. I don't see this person looks a little, you know, they do look very naive. They do look like somebody who doesn't have a full grasp on things. So let's amplify that and put it in the reverse. So you could have somebody who does have serious emotional issues, okay? Maybe you're not even aware of this. All you know is that you see of what you see from them, okay? Let me go ahead and move on. I'll come back to something if I need to. What they're showing you is the Two of Wands in reverse. So it's a lack of passion. Even they may be showing you that they're not interested, okay? With the Two of Wands in the reverse, it's possible that they may be there may be someone else that is controlling them. Like if you're dealing with someone who's still you know, very either controlled or very dependent on their parents, or, you know, if they have a father that's very prominent in their life that gives them advice, or there's someone else in the situation that seems to be giving this person advice, okay? And it may not necessarily be in your favor, Aquarius. All right, because both the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands in reverse indicates that there can be somebody else involved in this situation, not necessarily in a cheating aspect, but if you are dealing with someone who does have some type of an emotional issue, there may be someone else that has always been there to help guide them, because this person knows what this person's issue is, okay? And that's a specific message for someone. That's not for everybody. But you may not be aware of this, okay? So you may not be understanding why this person is acting the way that they act, and that could be the block to your happiness. The block to your happiness could be that there's someone else that is not allowing this person to either be with you, or knows that this person needs some type of, you know, stability from another person, and they're not sure if they can kind of like hand them over to you yet. I don't know why that message is coming out. So if you're in a situation with somebody that does have you know, some type of mental or emotional instability, or you're suspicious of that, you may want to look into that, because it may be accurate, and they may have a parent or a family member or someone else that, you know, helps them, and maybe this person isn't sure that you are, you know, the right relationship for them. Let me clarify that position. And we get the Three of Cups. So there's definitely, whether they're cheating, whether they're seeing other people, maybe the person who is in their life knows that they're not good for you, okay? It may not necessarily be that you're not right for them. Maybe they understand that this person isn't the right person for you to be in a relationship with, okay? Because they know that this person is unstable. But the Three of Cups represents someone who, you know, they may be just focused on going out having fun. They may have told you they just want to be friends, okay? They put you in the friend zone. You know, for those of you who this is not a marriage, if it is a marriage, then I feel like there is a partner who's showing you a lack of interest, and possibly because they're out here seeing other people. You've got the Three of Wands, you've got the Three of Cups. You know, they're out having fun without you. Okay? And that's going to resonate for someone. That's not going to resonate for everybody. But either way, there's a lack of interest. There's a lack of passion, and their attention is elsewhere. Okay? And there's other people involved in this situation. What you're showing, because this is what they're showing you, okay? This is what they feel, this is what they think, this is what they're showing you. What you're showing right now, Aquarius, is the Five of Cups. So you're heartbroken. You're heartbroken, you're disappointed, you know, you're sad, you're upset. You're focused on what went wrong, okay? You're like, what went wrong? What happened? I thought that this was going to be it, or I thought that we had something here. Well, how did it, you know, why did it go wrong? Okay, let me go ahead and clarify that. You get the Hermit card. So you're like, you know what, I can't even deal with you. I need my space. You don't want to see this person going on about their life and living their life and having fun and being all carefree like nothing ever happened between the two of you. You can't deal with that. You don't want to deal with that. And unfortunately, if it was a situation where this person was a cheater, then, you know, they already had other people lined up. And the realization of that could be really hurtful to you, Aquarius. Okay, so you're taking some space to kind of get yourself back together. Okay, and that may be where the balance comes in to deal with the situation, because if this is a divorce or a breakup, but you still have to deal with this person for some other reason, you know, there is a balance between someone who needs their space and doesn't want to be bothered with this person because they don't want to see the fact that this person is just off doing their own thing already. So you guys are going to have to find some way, some common ground, you know, especially if you have children, or if you have an apartment that you share, or a house that you bought together and you can't really move out right now. It may not even be feasible for you to just go off and get your space unless you can afford it, you know. But a lot of people can't afford to support two households, you know, and that's just the reality for a lot of people. A lot of people in relationships that they cannot afford to leave. Okay, so, and that could be part of this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that financially there's an issue. Okay, and that's what's causing some of you guys problems. Moving on to what you're feeling, we've got the Strength card in reverse. So, you know, you could be feeling doubtful. Okay, with the Strength card in reverse, it's like unresolved emotions. You're feeling overly emotional. You're doubting yourself. You may have aggression issues because of this situation. You may feel like your confidence is just kind of low, all right, because of everything that's happening, especially if this is something that caught you off guard or something that you didn't expect, or if you found out that someone was cheating on you, it may have hit you pretty hard. If you found out that somebody was just out here seeing other people, then that is going to be very disappointing. Let me go ahead and clarify. And we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So you're very disappointed. You're feeling defeated. You're indecisive. You're not sure how to feel. Because it's hard. You love this person, and now all of a sudden, you know, they're not going to be a part of your life anymore. Or you're trying to make things work with this person, but they're not giving you what you need to feel secure in the situation, which is also what the Ten of Pentacles represents. You're not feeling the security and the stability in the situation because you're feeling that there's no balance here. You know, and the balance may just be the fact that this person has no balance. Okay? And when you're dealing with someone, I mean, I just did the Capricorn reading, and, you know, Temperance has been coming out in a lot of the readings. Temperance has been coming out in a lot of these readings. And, you know, there are a lot of relationships that need to find some balance. But there's also a lot of people. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with what's going on in the world, but there's a lot going on energetically, and a lot of people are not dealing with it well. Okay? A lot of people, I don't know if if you follow my channel, I've discussed it a couple times, not necessarily on every video, but you know, Jupiter and the planet that Jupiter is in right now, Scorpio, is exposing a lot of people, is exposing a lot of secrets. So, you know, I know that someone mentioned to me, like, there's cheating in all your readings, what's going on. And unfortunately, you know, what's going on in the world right now is a lot of people's habits and bad habits and secrets are being exposed. So if you've been, especially for those who've been in a long-term relationship, you've been with somebody for a long time, you know, if they have any skeletons in their closet, those things are coming out now. And it's just, it's happening across the board. It's happening on a large scale. So, you know, no, I don't look for cheating in my readings, but, you know, let's just be honest. If your relationship is great and everything is good, 9 times out of 10, you're not coming to my channel to get a reading because you don't need a reading. Everything is good, you know, unless you're trying to see into the future. And I'm not a future teller. I'm not a fortune teller. So, you know, obviously, if there's something going on and things are not 100%, you come to YouTube to see a tarot channel is because you're trying to figure out what's going on because you're not clear or you have questions about what's going on in your life or your situation or you want to know what's going on with this other person. And so these are the things that you're not able to see with your own eyes, right? This is the energy that maybe you picked up on but you're not quite sure about. So it's unfortunate, but, you know, this is just the reality of the situation. And like I say, not every message in this reading is going to be for you. So if you're an Aquarius that's going through a rough time with your partner, they don't necessarily have to be cheating on you. They may just not be honest with you about something. They may not be honest with you about the fact that there's someone else that controls their money. All right, maybe they have an inheritance coming and, you know, they can't get access to it because they have to be approved by some parent who hasn't given approval yet, or they haven't reached the age that they're supposed to be at, or it could be anything. They could work for their mom or dad and, you know, the person that they work for is going to cut them off if they get into a relationship with you. And they're just not telling you about it. You know, it could be anything. But at the core of this, it just looks like this person is foolish. It looks like they just do reckless things by nature, okay? That's who they are emotionally. That's what's in their heart. There's a person who is unstable when it comes to their emotions. So even though they love you and even though they think you're like the perfect person for them, they are spontaneous. They do things on the spot and it's just like there's nothing that they can do about it. So there's definitely nothing that you can do about it. Now, what you're thinking, Aquarius, we have the Fool card. So you're thinking about starting over. You're wanting a new beginning. So whether that's after the breakup, you're breaking up and moving on from the situation, or for those of you who are going through a separation or just a tough time, a lot of trials right now, you're not ready to leave. You're just ready to start anew. You want to start things over. Maybe you'll take a little bit of a break. Okay, maybe you'll take a break, you get your space that you're looking for so that you can come back with a clear head. Okay, let me go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this represents you seeing things for what they are, no longer being fooled by, you know, what the situation is. So maybe you even see what's going on with this person, okay? But it's letting go, it's mental clarity. It's knowing that you're in control of your destiny and not letting, you know, things happen by chance anymore. So it's like you're putting your foot down, Aquarius. So for those of you who are not totally walking away from this relationship, you see what you're dealing with and you know what you're going up against. And you feel like you are prepared to do it. Maybe the strength is because you're overconfident. I did miss that with the Strength card. The Strength card, in reverse can sometimes represent someone who's overconfident. But I just didn't feel that from the reading. And then when I got the Seven of Wands coming up, it just corroborated everything I said about you feeling defeated. But even though you feel that way, I don't think you're quite ready to let this situation go. But you need to not focus on all the things that went wrong. So maybe you do need some space just so you can come back with a fresh perspective. Because you do want to start over, Aquarius. So if for those of you who feel like it's worth it with this person to try again or to start over or not to give up, then you might need to just take a step back and take a breather so that you can come back and work on finding the balance. But for those of you who are walking away, you want a fresh start because you know what it is. You see what it is. You see what you're dealing with. And you're like, you know what? I love this person, but I got to move on. All right, Aquarius. So that is your May reading. If it resonated, guys, please let me know in the comments. Like I said, if it's not coming through, if the messages aren't hitting for you, then go ahead and check out your rising sign, your moon sign, and your possibly even Venus sign, because sometimes those will show up better. I know for me, my rising sign is like a beacon sometimes. And what I found is when I look at all three of my readings, or four if you count the Venus, but I don't tend to read my Venus, that I get more clarity, you know. So if one, reading says the person that I'm dealing with, is coming across as the Knight of Wands, then I go to see another reading that shows that this person also in that same position has the Hermit. So I'm like, okay, that person needs space, or that person's feelings are not really engaged. Then, you get a clearer picture, was what I'm trying to say. When you look at multiple readings for your different signs, the picture becomes clearer. You get more pieces to the puzzle. So where this reading might have given you a couple pieces, but not all, then you read your moon sign and you get a couple more pieces. You watch your rising sign and you get some more pieces of the puzzle there. And so it's a clearer picture when you watch all your signs. Okay, guys? If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me at divinelovetarot@gmail.com. My information is below in the description bar. And also, if there's an eye icon on the right hand side of your screen, you can click it and it shall take you to my website where you can order a private reading. All right, Aquarius, so I will see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Aquarius.